What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is late. It's a late one. This is Growing Up Hip Hop season. I'm calling this season 3, episode 3. They can call it season 2 if they want to. I'm keep telling y'all it's season 3. I'm gonna just run it down. It was Lil Bow Wow is still talking to Miss Masika. Masika is giving him the whole, oh, you got to get home before the street lights, and you don't need to be messing with her, and she's too this and she's too that. I just, and Bow Wow's listening to her, but in his confessional, he's like, I really ain't trying to hear all of this. Like, that's who I'm with. You got to respect that. I'm not really trying to bring up old shit. Basically saying she old news, and she trying to go back to what used to be between them, and it ain't that anymore, and I'm gonna need her to accept that. And I agree. You don't have to like, but if that's supposed to be your friend, you gotta accept and respect their decision and respect where they're coming from. Like, that's what you should do as a friend. That's what you should do. Then we see Lil Mama. She done moved to Atlanta, talking about she's ready to. This is where she made lipstick, and she's ready to work on her new album. And she moved to this really nice townhouse, but it's 5 floors. Let me tell y'all something. My fat ass I can't do no 5 floors. I have some friends of mine. They live in a townhouse in Philly, and that townhouse is one floor, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. Their townhouse is 5 floors. If you include the basement, it's 5 floors. Now, when I stay with them, I stay in the basement. Right? When you come in on the ground floor. You can go down into the basement, but that's where I stay because the basement is like a bedroom. So that's my suite. I call it my suite. Right? Then you go up the stairs. That's where the kitchen is, the living room is. So generally speaking, that's where we hang out, right? So, okay. Then when you go up to the next level, they have a daughter. That's where their daughter's bedroom is, and their other guest bedroom, which is generally where her mom stays when her mom comes to visit. I could stay there when her mother's not there, but I love that basement. That basement is beautiful. Just the way it's set up, it's just beautiful. And I feel like I'm by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm bothering anybody. I'm in my little area. Then you go up another flight of stairs, and that's their bedroom. They have the whole top floor. It's a gorgeous home. You understand what I'm telling you? And there's they have a balcony. What they call it? It's not a balcony. It's a deck, I guess, off of their bedroom. So during the summer, when we go sit on the deck, I gotta walk my ass all the way upstairs. Now it's nice. It's nice to be out there. We have our little drinky drink, talk a little talky talk, have a good time. But when she was walking through that place and she was talking about, and even the guy who was showing, I don't know if it was her realtor or whatever, was saying, yeah, you going to get in shape. I'm thinking to myself, bitch, I couldn't do it. That would have been a wrap for me. I don't care how beautiful the home is. I'd have been like, nope, show me the next one. But anyway, and she's worried that, she's like, I'm here, but I don't really know anybody. And she's feeling a little lonely. You see MC Light, who was her mentor and her manager, comes over to talk to her and basically say, okay, so what's the plan? Like, you here now what are you going to do? And she tells her, I understand, and Lil Mama said, in New York, I just had too many distractions. Like, I was running with a crowd, we were always out, it was always something going on, and I wasn't focused on doing this. Here it's slower, I don't know as many people, and I can focus. The problem is she doesn't know anybody, so now she's kind of way on the other side of the spectrum where she's lonely. Me personally, I love a little solace, but I know that every once in a while you want company, you want to go out, you don't want to always be inside or whatever. So you see her dealing with that. So there's them out the way. Ayana, she has been invited to participate in a fashion show. So she goes to see the venue, and her father's with her. And her father's actually asking some very good questions because the venue is just blank. It's like an open room with a concrete floor. And so, Ayanla was like, this ain't really what I was expecting. Like, I was kind of expecting something the venue to be a little more upscale or what have you. But they said they were going to decorate it and they were going to add this and add that. And her father was actually asking some very good questions. She was a little embarrassed because she was like, Dad, stop. But I don't think his questions were bad. And my thing is, they tell people that there are no dumb questions, and that's not true. There are some dumb questions. Now, I'm just going to go on and tell you. There's some dumb questions. But I think when you're dealing with business and you're trying to build your brand and you're participating in things, you really should know everything. Because at the end of the day, it's all about these decisions you make early. And like she said, up until this point, she had basically been selling most of her stuff online, like through social media and stuff. So now it's a chance for her to try to create some other opportunities for herself. Um, oh, I just want to go back and rewind for a quick second. I just threw MC Light in there. Let me tell you something. I'm an MC Light stan. See, that's my time frame. That's my time period. I'm an MC Light stan. Y'all just do not know that was. Oh, I love me some MC Light. I could still to this day recite "Light as a Rock." I could not, and I don't mean the song. I mean the whole album that song was on. Love me some MC Light. Anyway, moving on. Um, So that's that. What else we got? Oh, so Bow Wow and his girlfriend, they were talking. This is around the time where everybody found out that Bow Wow's the mother of his daughter, his only daughter, she's pregnant by Future. Now, y'all, that's a whole nother set of problems right there. How many kids Future got by how many different women? But anyway, Bow Wow, that's another story for another day. That's another video for another time. So Bow Wow said that basically people have been asking him. People have been asking him about it, and he was like, I'm cool. He said, as long as don't no drama come my way, like she's free to do what she want to do, and it doesn't interfere with my relationship with my daughter, we cool. And that's really a mature way to feel about it, because you may not like the decisions that the other person makes, but you have to respect, and as long as it doesn't affect you and your relationship with your child or affect your child negatively, the rest of it ain't your business. It just really isn't. And if it does begin to affect your child negatively, then, there are ways of dealing with that where you don't have to get grimy. You know what I mean? Anyway. And we see where his girlfriend is ready for marriage. Mama says she think they moving too fast. I agree. Now, he said they've been dating about a year. And I mean, a year is a long time, and a year is long enough. You've seen people get married after knowing each other a year, and that's fine. But I just feel like they clearly still have a lot of unanswered issues between the two of them. So I don't know. I don't know about that. But, again, who the hell am I? I'm on the outside looking in. Bow Wow takes his daughter to a spa day, and it's really cute. He takes her to a little kiddie spa, and she's glammed up because he said it's time to send her back home, and I got to send her back home right. And he participates. He gets a facial and gets a pedicure. It's really cute, y'all. He looks like he's a really good dad. For as much of a simpleton as he can be in other areas, he looks like he really is a good father, and that he really is an active part of his child's life and really cares about his daughter. I went to a birthday party this summer. One of my girlfriends, matter of fact, if you look at my HBCU video, she's in the video. One of my girlfriends, when I was down in North Carolina this summer, was having her birthday party, and she had a party at the spa, like a little kiddie spa, because she was turning 5. Honey, let me tell you something. People talk about teachers being saints. Nah. The people who work at those places are saints. Because when I tell you them little girls was running around and screaming and giggling and hollering and... But it was a cute party. They had on their little robes and they were running around and they got their nails and their feet done. And it was cute. And they had like the little kids music playing, but it was like... Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, like that kind of stuff. It was cute. It was really cute. Anyway, so that was cute. That was nice. All right, so we'll get back to Bow Wow in a minute. Let's talk about Johnny Blaze. Let's get her on out the way. Now, Johnny Blaze then called Deb to apologize, and as she invited Deb out, she said, I really need to talk to you. And she apologizes to Deb again. And, Deb basically tells her, look, I just don't have time for all this drama with your ass. Like, it's a lot dealing with you. And they talk or whatever. And, Deb said, she said, so do you forgive me? Deb said, it's never an issue of forgiving you. She said, but I'm not going, you disappoint me. I'm not going to keep doing this with you. So Johnny Blaze is going to ask her to be the manager again. She said, I'm having my listening party. And, I want you to be, she said, well, I'll see if I can come. She was like, I don't just want you to come. I want you to be my manager. And Deb was like, I don't know about that. She said, we'll start with me coming and then we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to make it. So, of course, they have another scene with her and the brat giving her some tough love, telling her, look, you can't just keep letting these people run all over you. But Brad brought up a good point, y'all. Brad said that she thinks the reason why Deb allows all of this to go on with Johnny is because she has managed some people who ended up becoming some really big stars. And for whatever the reasons, I don't know all the backstory and I don't really care to get into it. for whatever the reason, she wasn't their manager when they hit the epitome. Wiz Khalifa, Nicki Minaj, was it Future or Two Chains or Gucci Man? Gucci Man. Like, she's been the manager of a lot of these people who ended up becoming huge stars, and for whatever reason, it didn't last. And so Brad brought up a good point. Said maybe there's a part of Deb that's afraid to let go because she knows that Johnny is talented. She knows that Johnny could go to that next level, and she wants to be there. Not in a negative way. Not in a I want to be a part of the gravy train way. That's not what I mean. But in a I really want to be there to see it through. I want to see where my hard work pays off. You know what I'm saying? Because to be somebody's manager at the beginning of their career and to be somebody's manager when they've already become a star, that's two totally different levels of work. That doesn't mean you don't have to still work for somebody because they're a star, because you have to do some level to make sure they maintain. But with that grunt, when nobody knows who you are, when you walking in the door trying to prove yourself every day, and as the manager you begging and pleading just to get them on the stage, just to get them that shot, honey, I'm telling y'all, it's a whole different level of hustle right there. So I was like, Brad, that's a valid point, Brad. That's a very valid point. But y'all know what ends up happening. You know she ends up going to the listening party, and you know she ends up accepting and taking her back, right? And, she said to Johnny that, she said, now Johnny had a very successful listening party, and Deb was like, now why she can't be like this all the time? Because Johnny is her own worst enemy. Even that night, she was getting mad because Deb wasn't there when she wanted Deb to be there. They had to make it dramatic, so she was late getting there. Talking about something, and if she don't show up, then that's it for real. Then we really are done. Bitch, weren't you just begging her to be your manager again? How you gonna say we done if she don't show up when you ready for her to show up? See, that's again, Johnny, that just shows me that Johnny is not grown. She hasn't evolved. It's that same bullshit. So y'all know they're just gonna keep doing that back and forth anyway. And it's a shame because Johnny does seem like she's a very talented woman, but she just keeps getting her own way, which a lot of these people do. I ain't gonna go down another road and start another video, but y'all know what I'm saying. All right, let's get back to Bow Wow. Bow Wow, the girlfriend fighting because the girlfriend, Bow Wow said he gotta go to the club because he gotta be seen and he gotta go and do. The girl was like, oh, so I can't go? You don't really want to go to the club, da. Anyway, they didn't really get into an argument. I wouldn't say they got into an argument. She got a little attitude about it, and he was like, look, I don't even really want to hear this shit right now. Like, you really sounding real stupid to me right now. Like, this about to be a problem. He ends up going to the club. He told her, I'll meet you at the studio later on, and I'll be there. Well, y'all know what the fuck happened. He said, I'm not even going to have a drink. I don't even feel good. My stomach hurt. I ain't drinking nothing. Now, here again is where you got to be careful who you surround around you. And I know this was probably done for the purposes of the show. But but let's just talk about it for a minute. Bow Wow told his boys before he got there, he said, look, I'm only running in for a minute. I'm not staying long. I'm not going to drink nothing. I got to get back to the studio because baby girl waiting for me. He goes in. He sees who he sees. He laughing. He joking. He ain't drinking nothing. He's staying away from the women. His boy goes up to one of the bottle girls and says, look, see my man over there? He ain't really having a good time. I need you to get some of your girls together and y'all go over there and y'all get him in a good mood. Y'all go over there and... See, those are not the people you need to have around you. You need to have people around you that are going to respect your relationship and respect your boundaries. Now, again, like I said, I know this is probably done for the purposes of the show, but we all know that this happens for real. And it's not just guys, females too surround themselves with people who don't like their relationship, don't respect their relationship, and don't respect the boundaries that they've put in place. Bow Wow put boundaries in place before he got to the club. He said, I'm only staying for a little while. I'm not going to drink. I got to get back to the studio. Your friends didn't respect your boundaries. Then they don't need to be people that you surround yourself with because they don't respect what your boundaries. They don't respect your life right now. But y'all know what ended up happening. Bow Wow starts drinking. He starts taking selfies. So you know the girl gonna see the selfie. Social media gonna get your ass. Girlfriend is at the studio texting him, where the hell you at? Where you at, Bow? What's going on, Bow? Why you ain't here, Bow? Like da 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 da. Bow Wow. He's steadily getting more and more drunk. Talking about something. Y'all, I gotta go. All right, one more drink. I gotta go. Okay, one more drink. And that's where the episode ends. So I'm sure next week we're going to pick up with him and the girl arguing. Well, I say next week, tonight. We're going to pick up with him and the girl arguing. We'll see where that leaves us, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments.